All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. So why is that? Well, I would suggest most of those unhappy families probably ended up paying a lot of tax and probably destroyed their wealth. Those happy families put in the proper planning and they didn't destroy their wealth. So what is this? Why do you have to put in such specific planning if you are, let's say, a corporate business owner family? So why is that? Let's have a quick look at it. So you are a corporate business owner. So there's your corporation and you built it up over time. And I'm simplifying, so I want to keep everything very simple because I just don't want to get into a lot of detail right now. But let's say that corporation is worth $10 million. So that is both the value of the corporation and the amount of assets inside it. Say you've got $10 million of real estate stock. Those are the assets inside it. So you're going to have to pay 25% capital gains, and you're going to have to pay 50% dividends tax on that. So that is a form of double taxation. So when you put those together, you end up paying 75% tax. So you can see quite easily how much money you stand to lose if you've got a $10 million corporation and you've paid 75% tax on that. So some people say, and I don't really ascribe to this, so that's great. I'll destroy my wealth. My son or my daughter, my kids will start from nothing and they'll build up their own fortune. It's good for them to start from nothing. I would say with globalization and the increased competition that our kids face today, that we have to give them every leg up possible because they're going to be competing with a lot more people and a lot more intelligent and capable people than we had to compete with when we were younger. So this is what I would suggest happens if we take this approach of building up our wealth and losing our wealth every generation. This is how our family looks over time. We build it up and lose it. 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 So we really end up getting nowhere, right? Whereas what I would like to do is build my wealth up, maybe lose a little bit, increase, 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 increase. So that's what I'm interested in with my family. Over time, I want to build basically a dynasty. I want my family to be very successful and not be hampered by these kind of things. I want my family to be like all those other happy families. All of the other happy families are alike because they built up their dynasty over time. I don't want my family to be one of those unhappy families that were unhappy in their own way. So again, that's a little bit of a simplification, especially with your ideas of what makes an ideal family. But I would suggest that this kind of wealth-destroying tax that you may face in your future is something that is going to be destructive to the long-term well-being of your family. So if you want to look into this in more detail, of course, contact me. Otherwise, we'll talk to you tomorrow.